For the fifth month in a row, the Russian occupiers have been destroying cities and villages in Ukraine. Roads, enterprises, infrastructure facilities, and housing stock are subjected to shelling and bombing every day. Some cities in the Luhansk and Donetsk regions were razed to the ground. For example, the Russian army purposefully destroyed Mariupol from the first days of the war. Severodonetsk in the Luhansk region is in ruins. 1/3 of residential buildings are completely destroyed. The same number of other houses were badly damaged.
The situation is very difficult. Most of the infrastructure has been destroyed. There is no gas, electricity, and water.
According to preliminary estimates up to date, as a result of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, approximately 120,000 private houses and more than 20,000 high-rise buildings have already been damaged or destroyed. Russia has destroyed more than 2,000 educational facilities and 799 medical infrastructure facilities. Such figures were announced by the Minister for Communities and Territories Development of Ukraine, Oleksiy Chernyshev, in Brussels during the plenary session of the Committee for the Regions of the European Union.
As of June 13th, the total direct documented damage to residential and non-residential property and other infrastructure is estimated to be over $95 billion. Oleksiy Chernyshev, Minister for Communities and Territories Development of Ukraine.
The National Council for the Recovery of Ukraine from the War is already developing a national urban reconstruction plan. Part of this plan was presented at the International Conference on the Reconstruction of Ukraine in Lugano, Switzerland.
Of course, we have already begun to restore life in the liberated settlements and territories with our efforts, but the implementation of such a large-scale project throughout the country will provide new security standards, first of all, a new quality of life. This can only be achieved by attracting international opportunities. Therefore, the conference in Lugano can be an important step towards the restoration of Ukraine.
Representatives of 40 countries and 18 organizations took part in the conference. The plan proposed by the delegation of Ukraine defines a wide range of projects in the field of infrastructure and security, investment in the battle against climate change, green energy, and the digital economy, as well as the diversification of energy resources. A few days earlier, the president of the American Chamber of Commerce in Ukraine called on Western companies to invest in the restoration of Ukraine.
Now is exactly the time for US and multinational businesses to start planning, budgeting, and preparing to invest in rebuilding Ukraine after the war. The resilience Ukrainians show not only on the battlefield but also in a business is quite phenomenal. Andy Hunter, president of the American Chamber of Commerce in Ukraine, on Twitter.
To do this, it is necessary to create a trust fund that will provide Ukraine with the necessary resources, experts say. Only according to preliminary estimates, the post-war reconstruction of Ukraine will require more than $750 billion. With such financial assistance provided by international partners, it will take at least 10 years to rebuild the destroyed cities. Reported by Pavlo Stelmach, Natalia Husak, UATV News.